Kelly and Kyle with Cruiser Customizing. Welcome to this week's Tip of the Week. This week we're going to be installing these Vance & Hines exhaust pipes.
Now, one key thing you need to keep in mind when you get the exhaust pipes to your door, check the packing slip, make sure the packing slip matches the box.
The last thing we want is for you to get your bike disassembled and find out you have the wrong part.
Once you verify the parts are going to fit your motorcycle, go ahead and open the box. And once you've got the pieces out of the box, you want to make sure you inspect each and every piece to make sure there are no blemishes. Now, what have you found over here, Kelly?
As you can see, this spot over here is where the box is worn through the protective film.
Now, if this was an exhaust pipe that you received in the mail and installed this on your motorcycle and then called to get this as a warranty replacement piece, because you've attempted the installation to actually put these parts in the motorcycle, this would not be a covered item. Now, upon quick inspection, we're going to notice that there really is no damage, even though there is a hole here in the protective film.
Now that we've verified all our parts, let's go ahead and disassemble and remove our stock exhaust. The very first thing we're going to do is remove this side cover so we don't scratch it. Next, I'm going to remove these two flange bolts while Kyle loosens the muffler body. Next, we're going to remove the rear mounting bracket and set it aside. Next, we're going to install our new mounting bracket with our existing hardware. Now for the exciting part. We're going to slide our clamp onto the front muffler and slide it into place. With the muffler held in place, we're going to insert our dog bone.
The benefit of the dog bone is that you don't have to put a wrench behind the muffler body in order to tighten it up.
Now I'm going to open my exhaust gasket, which is not supplied.
Now, the exhaust gasket is extremely important. As you can see here on the end of this pipe, the old exhaust gasket was actually fused to this head pipe, and it's definitely not reusable. We recommend replacing exhaust gaskets anytime an exhaust is removed from the motorcycle.
I'm going to set the new gasket in place. And now I'm going to loosely install my flange bolts.
While Kelly's getting that done, I'm going to go ahead and slide in the second dog bone and attach this rear muffler body.
Next up is we're going to loosen all of our hose clamps with either a standard screwdriver or a socket. Now that we have our hose clamps opened up, we're going to go ahead and install them into our heat shields.
This is simply done by taking the hose clamp and feeding it through the welded tabs that are on the back of the heat shield.
Now that our hose clamps are in place, we're going to go ahead and install our heat shields.
Open each of these hose clamps and slide the heat shield into position over the head pipe. Once the hose clamps are around the exhaust pipe, we're going to go ahead and get them started.
At this stage, we are attaching, not tightening. Next, we're going to attach the front muffler to the head pipe and the mounting bracket. While protecting the heat shield, we're going to go ahead and tighten our flange bolts all the way. Tightening our hose clamps to secure the heat shield is one of our last steps. The last mechanical part of this install is replacing the side cover. At this point, I'm sure you're very excited and really want to fire up the bike, but that would be a mistake. First, clean your pipes of all fingerprints, oils, and greases to prevent them from being permanently burned into the surface. Now that it's clean, let's fire it up.
an hour, you can take most bikes from mild to wild with a set of slip-ons or full system exhaust.
Thank you for joining us for this exhaust pipe install tip of the week.
Until next week, take care and ride safe.